Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kailin and I post new videos every single Saturday with a few sprinkled in between. And I post mainly about eating disorder recovery and intuitive eating. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love for you to subscribe and become a part of our little family. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a controversial topic. We are going to be discussing all things about hot girl summer. What it is, what it's turned into, and why I believe it has become toxic. Before we begin the video for today, I want to give a big trigger warning that we will be discussing diet culture, body standards, eating disorders, all things like that. So if that's something that you don't think that you can watch in this moment, that is okay. Your mental health is the most important thing to me, so I will see you in another video. So I think the most important thing to discuss is what is hot girl summer and when did hot girl summer even come about? Hot girl summer was actually started by Meg the Stallion, who I believe is a rapper slash singer. And this whole movement, or it was actually a meme and then it turned into a song about hot girl summer, was originally a movement about women empowerment or feeling confident in yourself and just to have a bomb-ass hot summer. Apparently, being a hot girl and participating in this hot girl summer, all that you had to do was be unapologetically yourself, have fun, be confident, live your truth, and essentially be the life of the party, right? Who doesn't like to just light up a room with your positivity and with your self-assurance? I think that that is such a wonderful message to preach and something that I really like to discuss over here on my channel. However, even though this movement started off as something that was very positive, hot girl summer has completely flipped the script over the past year or so, because this term was coined in 2019 and currently it is 2021 and people are prepping for hot girl summer. And what does that even mean? Well, the fitness industry and the wellness industry, which trust me, I promise I'm gonna make an entire video on that at some point, has completely taken this trend or this saying or this movement and transformed it into something that is on the opposing side of what it stands for. And hot girl summer has turned into a challenge and almost like an idea of you have to look a certain way or you have to do X, Y, and Z in order to have a hot girl summer. And certain fitness challenges and diet challenges have come to light because of this trend. And we see it all over TikTok. We see it over here on YouTube. There are people, mainly young women, who are showing certain diets that you should start in order to get your summer body. And this sort of movement and trend with hot girl summer mixed with quarantine and lockdown coming to an end have come together and created a diet culture nightmare, horrendous nightmare. With quarantine ending, there is an intense pressure to lose weight because myself and most people in quarantine have gained a little bit of extra weight. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Our bodies are not meant to stay the same throughout our life. We go through different waves. We go through different growth periods in our life. You know, we age, we shrink, we scar. All of these things are totally natural and it's okay. However, with quarantine and with hot girl summer coming up, there have been so many memes circling the internet. And every single one of these memes belittles fat people, fat bodies, and are extremely fat phobic and perpetuate a very dangerous weight stigma. These memes and these programs that are coming out are essentially telling you that in order for you to look hot this summer, in order for you to be confident at the beach and wear a swimsuit, you have to be thin, or you have to be thinner than the body that you are currently in right now. And that attitude towards bodies, towards bikini bodies or summer bodies is extremely problematic. It perpetuates the idea that a thinner body is a better body. And this is how many eating disorders start. Can start off with something as innocent as wanting to lose a little bit of weight, wanting to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever the number might be. It can start off as something really, really small and impact your life for years. I spent over 10 years of my life battling many different eating disorders. And it started with something as simple as a diet. And I'm sure that many of you watching this can also relate to that. The once positive hot girl summer movement that Meg Thee Stallion started, or that, was originally created, has been co-opted completely by the fitness and wellness industry and has turned into something that is horribly toxic. And we see this in the rhetoric that is used when people are describing hot girl summer and the challenges that they are creating. We see headlines like bikini body, beach body, ways to get your body ready for summer, swimsuit season, challenges. For example, 75 hard. That challenge is extremely disordered, and I could make a whole video on that too if y'all want to see it. Detoxes, cleanses, we see it all. And now they're also being followed by that hot girl summer idea. So, oh, you want to have a hot girl summer? Then buy my program. Buy my program. Participate in my challenge. Do these things, a 4-month glow up. Let's see what we can do. This is not normal and also not okay. There is so much pressure to get into shape. But what does that mean? What does get into shape mean? Because health looks different on every single body out there. But all of these Pinterest boards, when it comes to summer motivation or hot girl summer motivation, all display the exact same kind of body, which shows that the wellness and fitness world has taken this accepting movement and transformed it to fit their own narrative, to sell their own products, to push their laxatives and their diet plans on young, impressionable people. And as human beings, we love challenges, which is why these, 21-day fixes or 2-week challenges are very tempting, because we love to be challenged, okay? Us as a species, we love to overcome things, to prove that we have the strength and the motivation to do things, which is why these challenges are just so appealing to us all of the time, which makes it even more dangerous. If you are in a low point and you see all of these people that you follow online, for example, following a specific trend or diet or regime, you are going to feel inclined to participate as well, for all the wrong reasons. And all of these Pinterest boards, when it comes to hot girl summer and hot girl summer motivation, show the exact same body type. It is not inclusive at all. It shows a slim, usually white girl with blonde hair, tan skin, and washboard abs. And there will be quotes plastered on these pictures that say, "Nothing feels as good as skinny does." And this is just so untrue, so untrue. Our bodies shapeshift, they transform, they are like fingerprints, they are beautiful and unique. And trends like this that are co-opted by the wellness world and by the fitness world have us believe that if we don't look like all of these bodies that we see online or on these Pinterest boards, that there's something wrong with us. If we constantly see the same body over and over and over again and we don't look like that body, it's going to be as if there is something wrong with us and that we need to look like that or aspire to look like that. And I've had so many of my wonderful friends, you guys, send me DMs over on Instagram, sharing posts from some of your favorite influencers, essentially saying that there's no excuses or that you should make good choices. But what does that mean? Make good choices. Yes, be a good person. Be kind to others. Focus on yourself. But that doesn't mean you have to change your body. I feel like in this world that we're currently living in, when we think about health, people always think about what you look like and what you put in your mouth. However, health has so many different aspects to it, right? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you managing your stress? Do you have a good and healthy work-life balance? Do you have fulfilling relationships and hobbies? These are all part of health and all just as important as the movement that you enjoy as well as the food that you enjoy. Health is not just about eating vegetables. That is so inaccurate. Our body needs pleasure foods and power foods, and it needs to feel loved and looked after. But when you deprive your body, it's not going to be happy. When you constantly lose weight and gain weight and lose weight and gain weight, this is something that we call weight cycling, which is actually extremely dangerous for you and for your health. If we look at the science behind dieting, we know it doesn't work. Okay, 95%, if not more, of people who diet end up more miserable and also end up gaining the weight back at a later time in their life. And not only that, but so many people also completely ruin their relationship with food and their relationship with their body. Their hunger cues are off. They begin to moralize food and demonize it. And we begin to equate our worth with what our body looks like, which is so fucked up. So fucked up. And the fact that I see influencers who have millions of subscribers following them and listening to what they have to say, and here they are talking about juice cleanses and getting bikini ready and essentially saying that you have to diet and become smaller in order to be confident this summer, nothing pisses me off more. Because those are the exact same people that I watched growing up, and that caused me to spiral into a darkness that took me forever to come out of. And my purpose on this platform will always be to advocate for all of you and make sure that this is a safe place for you, a comfortable place for you where you are free to express yourself in a safe environment. Food is just food. Your body is perfect and wonderful just the way it is. Always focus on adding things into your life, okay? Add things that you love. If you want to do some more movement, add it in, but don't take away from yourself. We're not doing that, not this summer. And not only are these influencers preaching, diet culture essentially, but they're also showing their bodies before and after, and essentially claiming that their bodies after are better. But what happens if I'm watching this influencer and my body looks like the before photo? Or what if my body looks, not like the before photo at all, and I'm 50, 60 pounds heavier than that photo? How does that make me feel? Not really good. Not good at all. And the thing about our thoughts and the way we view the world and what we see, it impacts us severely. So if I hear somebody say that you have to look this way for summer, I'm going to internalize that thought, and I'm going to feel like I'm unworthy. I'm going to feel super unvalidated in the body that I have, and my behavioral response to that is going to be to want to shrink myself, to have low self-esteem, to try to continue to diet even if it's killing me. The fact that somebody would rather promote disordered eating rather than just promote self-love and living in the body that you currently occupy because it's a little bit larger is not only fat phobic, but a horrendous thought that somebody would rather be sick than just live as they are right now. And the reason that these challenges, or that the way Hot Girl Summer has been completely altered, the consequences of that are weight stigma. We view people in larger bodies through a completely different lens than we do smaller bodies. We assume they have health problems. That's not the case, because as I said earlier on in this video, health does not equal weight. No, there's so many things that go into it. In fact, being underweight is actually a lot more dangerous than being overweight, which is a fact that not many people know. We are pushing this post-lockdown glow up. We're putting so much pressure on ourselves and so much stress, and our bodies do not like stress. We like to be stress-free, right? Of course, that's not possible in the world that we live in, but dieting or partaking in these challenges is only going to add more stress onto your body. And it can also potentially lead to eating disorders, which a lot of people do not understand, and also, frankly, don't care about. These big influencers who are showing you their diets in preparation for summer or their routines and everything like that, I just want to say that they most likely do not have a healthy relationship with food or with their body. And there's a big difference between moving because you love it and moving because it feels good for your body, and moving because you want to look a certain way, have an aesthetic goal, or are punishing yourself for the food that you've eaten. This is not okay, and it should not be spread over here on YouTube or on any other platform. So what can we do? How can we combat this hot girl summer trend that we see everywhere? Protect yourself. Make sure you're not following influencers who push this kind of rhetoric. Also, validate yourself, right? If you're in that swimsuit and you're just waiting for somebody to compliment you, compliment yourself. You already know that you're a bad bitch. Compliment yourself. And then if somebody else compliments you, well then it's just an added drop in your bucket that's already full. Something else that can potentially be helpful is to limit your screen time. Sometimes unplugging from this kind of information, these memes about post-quarantine glow-ups, these summer diets, these fads, it's important to protect our mental health, to take a break from the screen. You should only be following people who inspire you. I like to ask the question, what does this account bring to me? how does it serve me? If you don't have a positive answer, then they are not a positive influence in your life. You should never be following anybody or listening to anybody who makes you feel poorly about living in the body that you currently reside in. That shit is unacceptable. I know I'm swearing a lot in this video, and I am kind of sorry, but not really. This just gets me so upset because I know how it would have affected me. I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I would have been hopping on all of these trends. I would have tried to shrink myself, and I would be hating myself every second of every day. Because happiness is not a body size. It's not a pant size. It actually has nothing to do with your body and what you look like. Take time to celebrate yourself, to celebrate the body that you're in. Go back to what hot girl summer is actually supposed to mean, about accepting yourself, about showing up authentically yourself. That is so important, and I think it started off as something really wholesome and wonderful, and it's just transformed into another diet culture phenomenon. Why doesn't it sound right? Make sure to dress in clothing that feels comfortable for you. And some days that might be shorts and a crop top, and other days it won't. We don't have to have a stable confidence level every single day, or comfort level for that matter. Wear what you feel good in, and what you feel good in is gonna be super different from what I feel good in. Live your truth, whatever that looks like. And something that I also encourage all of you to do is not engage in diet talk. It's everywhere. We can't escape it no matter where we go. My mother-in-law, everybody, they all just chat about it sometimes, and I'm at the point right now where it doesn't affect me as much as it would have, but I will never engage in that kind of talk. It's just not in the list of conversations that I want to have, and I know that I have so many more interesting things to talk about than other people's bodies and what they're doing for summer. Come on, we're all more interesting than that. And one of my last tips for this video is just to practice gratitude. And I know a lot of people think it's holistic and a little bit hoo-ha, you know, everywhere, but being grateful is so important. What are you grateful for today, right? Are you grateful for your legs, your arms, your beating heart? There's so much that you could be grateful, even outside of your body, that has nothing to do with your weight or with food or anything like that. I realized that this video was basically just a big rant about hot girl summer and holding other influencers accountable, but with platforms, you do have to be responsible with what you put out there. You have to be responsible for what you say, because you can potentially be causing somebody a lot of harm. And I do my absolute best. I know that I'm not perfect, but I always want my page to feel safe to you and to feel like a place that you can come to when you need to be comforted, and just when you need a break from all of this noisy diet culture that surrounds us 24/7. So hot girl summer has definitely evolved, right, from something seemingly innocent and empowering, and it has completely transformed into something that is extremely toxic and can be potentially deadly. So be wary of the media that you consume, follow people that inspire you, and make sure to call people out on their BS. Hold people accountable. This is the only way that we can see any change, and also to lead by example, right? To still eat all of the foods that we enjoy, to show up in our swimsuit in the body that we currently live in, and just live. Life is too short to count your calories. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. I love you all so much, and I hope that this video was mildly insightful or that you enjoyed it. I'm normally not so heated on my channel. I like to think that I can usually be calm and collected and put all of my thoughts together in a cohesive sentence without swearing all of the time or being angry. But this is just something that I'm extremely passionate about, and I know how dangerous this kind of rhetoric is. It's just everywhere. Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram. It's hard to escape, even if you're already following body neutral or accepting folk. Anyway, I think that that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from this video, or were just able to vent with me down in the comments. And I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more to say as we continue on into the hot summer months, either over here on my channel or on Instagram. And if you have any comments to add about hot girl summer, make sure to leave them down below or to send me a message. I love hearing from all of you. Make sure to stay safe and to stay happy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.